what happened? You're not with Accent anymore, and even my bandmates, they got messages. Oh, you're not together anymore. So no, I want to make it clear.
Setting the record straight.
Then, this is where trouble chased us. We arrived early in the morning. Champs de Mars, Champs de Mars is the green.
The green area near the
Area
Eiffel
in front
Tower.
of the Eiffel Tower. We went on the green. He put I put the microphone, the guitar, and that one with the bass, and just there. And then he put the speaker for the sound. That one with the camera, put it in the stand, and everything. And we're filming and jumping around. I can feel Boys of Tomorrow, Midnight Sun, Nightmares. And
They're doing all the tracks, basically.
We're doing a lot of shots of different songs. So then when they edit, they put one shot of Midnight Sun in Paris,
Crazy.
one shot of Boys of Tomorrow in Monte Carlo, and then in Rome, Colosseum, and then in Genoa, and then Sanremo.
Nice.
Crazy idea, but it was a first. So, but what happened was while we were filming, we had police sirens going around us,
No.
and they stopped. And they came on top of us. They came to us and said,
The Lost Ones, welcome back to another episode, and today we have a very special guest. But first, we want to say a big thank you to Luke, whose journey with The Lost Ones has come to an end. But we say a big thank you from all of us here.
Yes.
The journey has been amazing, and we welcome a new Luke, aka Funky Monkey, the owner of One for One Records, the owner, the founder. We also did an episode with you previously, and now you will be co-hosting. How are you feeling?
That's right. Yeah, nice. Something new for me. So we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, let's dig into it. So let's introduce our special guest of the evening. We have here with us the one and only Eric Ace. Eric, thank you so much for accepting on coming onto The Lost Ones with us.
you're welcome, and thanks to you for inviting me for your popular show.
No, honestly, Eric, you have such an amazing story, and most people probably know Eric from Extent.
Yes,
but
they do.
Eric has a story that goes way back, and we're gonna get into Extend, but I think we both want to start from where it all started, where this passion for music came from, and what your childhood looked like within the music industry.
Yes, we'll go to that. But first, I would like to emphasize that I'm still with Extent.
Yes.
Because since the solo project came out,
a lot of messages.
They were like, what happened? You're not with Extent anymore, and even my bandmates, they got messages. Oh, you're not together anymore. So no, I want to make it clear.
Setting the record straight.
Extend is there to stay.
It's there to stay. 42 years and still.
Let's go.
Still going. Hell yes.
Yes. So I wanted to make that clear. Now we go back.
Way back.
A long way. So I did this solo project, and this is my 50th year as a musician. So it's like a big anniversary for me. But I'm going to go back further than 50 years, how it all started. Further than 50 years. I was like 10 years old.
Amazing.
10 years old. And my godfather and godmother, they decided to emigrate to Australia. Okay? So, and they had two kids, Marlene and Helen, my cousins. And so when they were about to emigrate, obviously they had a lot of stuff here, and which they couldn't
take all the way
take
with
all
them,
the way. And Marlene, she came up to me, she told me, Eric, this guitar is for you, and keep it as a memory of me.
Aww.
So, full stop, they left, and someone, my dad, got hold of the guitar, and he hung it in my room.
Cute.
All right, he would just, with the hammer, and he just hung it from the strap, and it stayed there for like around 4 years, I think.
Okay.
Because what happened, my cousin Marlene, the one who gave me the guitar, she had an all-female band, and they were touring Australia.
Wow.
But unfortunately, one night, she passed away.
Oh
at
no,
a
sorry
very,
to hear.
at a very young age, and maybe 38 or something.
Mm-hmm.
And when we got the news, it was a shock for us. I mean, and suddenly, something came into me and said, so Marlene stopped playing guitar now. Now
It's
you
your
have to
turn.
continue in
The
her place.
legacy.
And
Wow.
14 years old, I said, all right, I grabbed the guitar. I went downstairs. I went next door. Next door, there used to live the grandmother of Chris Shikluna.
Oh wow.
All right,
Okay.
the husband of,
Of Moira and Chris,
Okay.
exactly.
Okay.
So I told him, Chris, you have to teach me how to play the guitar.
Oh wow.
I said, well, not a problem.
Another soul
So-
that left us very, very, very early.
Exactly. So this is, you see how these stories,
The puzzle.
they
the puzzle.
never came out.
Yeah.
I mean, rarely. A few people know about them, but now I'm really going
Deep into it.
deep into it. So
That's what the last one's
Exactly.
I
for.
started getting lessons from Chris because he was a very good guitar teacher.
Definitely.
I started with the notes and everything. But after 4 months, I was really impatient, I was 14 years, going 15. I had already started trying to compose my first songs.
Oh wow.
And when I'm at home, I'm supposed to practice what Chris was teaching me. When he comes to visit his grandma next door, he hears me playing odd music. And then he knocks on my door. What are you playing? That's not what I taught you. Okay.
I love it.
So, it was kind of angry. He told me, it's like he's saying to me, you're not prepared yet. You have to learn more.
Learn
But
your
me, I
ABCs
was so
before you go into
impatient.
the Zs.
I was so crazy about music. I wanted to get something out of me.
Wow.
And at 15, 16, almost at the school leaving age, I had a couple of friends at school, and I told them, I'm playing the guitar, guys. And they were they got interested as well. And my friend Mike, the barrow, he bought a guitar as well, and we started jamming together. I used to go to his house in Msida. I used to go to the Hamroom Boys Secondary School. It was called the Lyceum.
Yeah.
That time,
Yes.
all right? And after school, we walked down from Hamroom down to Msida together. I stop at his house. We get the guitars, and we start like jamming. We used to play all sorts of.
All the best
But-
bands starts from a good jam.
Yes, but we used to do just cover versions.
Yeah.
And I'm always telling Mike, I want to do something original.
And Mike at this point was what?
He
Like,
was
bassist, guitarist?
We were both playing
Guitar.
acoustic guitars.
Okay.
But when I mentioned another guy to him, which his name is Joe Patch from Gzira.
Okay.
And Joe Patch, his mother, she owned a garage in Fleet Street in Gzira. I told him, let's try and meet Joe and go and practice in garage. And he has a friend. He can do the drums as well. So that was going to start the formation of my first band, which was called, later we called it Blackjacks.
Blackjack.
Blackjacks, yes.
But there was a name before that.
There wasn't a name
Okay,
before
okay.
that. They just...
You were playing blackjack one day and you're like,
no,
blackjack.
not exactly. I don't remember how the name came to be, but we must have been influenced from someone who was playing the card game or something. And to go to another direction, you know how blackjack is played? How to win a blackjack?
Ooh.
Then-
Random advice from Eric Ace. I love it. Tell me.
No. To win,
Eric Ace,
to win, you have to have a jack, queen, or king,
Uh-huh.
and an ace.
Hey, there it is.
So I used to call my friends, you are the jack, queen, and king, but I'm the ace.
Hey.
So,
Is that how your name came
no,
about?
not exactly.
Okay.
It didn't catch up.
Okay.
They didn't call me ace that time.
So where did
well,
Ace come from?
I'll explain later.
Okay.
okay.
Ooh, I love
Chronological
it.
order. We're
Go
going.
ahead.
Nice. Okay.
Yes, because then we started jamming, Rolling Stones songs, Beatles
course.
songs, and everything. You know, it was the time of Hotel California that time. So music was already.
Or the Maltese
But-
version of Hotel California.
Oh, yeah. That was from Tricas.
Yes,
exactly.
Tricas.
Yes, Tricas was a very big friend of mine.
Oh,
He's from
amazing.
Gżira, where I come from.
These Gżira people are great,
We
eh?
used to meet-
Talent
we
li
used
hemm,
to
hemm.
meet a lot together.
Amazing.
Yes, yeah. So let's stop about
Yeah,
that. 'cause
Black-
I have more stories about
Tangent.
that.
Many
Attention.
of.
So-
So Blackjacks formed
Black
when you were
Jacks
around
were
15, 16.
16, then going 17 to. I always was pushing them. I had already written around 20 original songs,
That's
but they
insane.
were in Maltese.
Okay.
Because at that time, Maltese songs were booming. I
Yeah.
mean, it was an explosion. There was the Tramps, Shazam, Malta Bombs
Malta
changed
Bombs.
into Black Train because Freddie
Okay.
split up with Bizo and he formed his own band.
Yes,
With-
eżatt.
with Black
Daw
Train.
kienu ta' Mr. DJ, le?
Yes,
Eżatt.
yes. So, Maltese music was flourishing, and the language, the songs were all Maltese language at
Wow.
that time, 70s. So I started writing in Maltese, but remember, late 70s, started a boom of glam rock.
Oh, yeah.
Mark Bolan, T-Rex, The Slade, The Sweet, Gary Glitter. I mean,
Love
you
it.
used to see them. Oh my! We used to buy magazines. Oh my God, the makeup there, and I totally changed the subject. I told them, no, I want to write it in English. They told me, oh, make up your mind. What you? I told them, it doesn't matter. Let's go and record, and we decided to go to a recording studio, which was very premature at the time, in the 70s. I remember we went, I think, to Tarshin or Vgura, somewhere in there. And there was a garage. There was a lot of garages. Some garages, they had bands practicing, like Shazam. And they were very popular with one song. And they're still popular until this day. It was called Aħseb fit-tifel.
Aħseb
Shazam.
fit-tifel.
It's a very, very, very good song.
Yes, yeah.
It was very popular.
Recently, Owen Llewellyn has like a version of this song. He
wow.
sometimes plays it.
Amazing.
I'm telling you, it's one of the top songs of
Wow.
Maltese music.
Nice.
Anyway, so there were these garages with a lot of bands playing, and in one of these garages there was a recording studio.
Okay.
So I walked in with my friends, and wow, oh my God, said we would like to record our music. I said, okay, that will cost you 50 Maltese pounds. And we were, what? 50 Maltese
Yeah.
pounds that time. It's like you're asking
For kids
2,000 euro
especially, yeah.
for a 4-track recording.
Yeah, considering your age and everything.
I
at the
came
time.
out, the others almost fainted because, no jobs and nothing.
Yeah.
I had a job, but the others didn't have a job. So they backed off. I said, come on, guys, let's... we have to start somewhere.
your time,
but the drummer, I don't know what happened to him. Actually, after a long time, not recently, he passed away. Joe, he met a Scottish girl and he emigrated to Edinburgh. So we were left, me and Mike. Mike, he was dating my ex-girlfriend, so he didn't want me to know.
Bro code.
He didn't want me to know.
Oh
So
my
he
God.
cut the
He cut the cord with you to go with
I
the
don't know
girl.
if it's
Are
the
they
same.
still together?
No.
Mela
No,
għal xej.
unfortunately.
Għal xej għamela.
Yeah, but that's the story. So
Love it.
he tried to avoid me, I think. But recently I met him. I'll tell you another story later on with Mike.
Love
Because
it.
we reunited. I will tell you how.
Duo coming soon. Eric and Mike.
Not exactly, but I'll explain later. So what happened? This is 1979 going to 1980. The band
Stopped.
stopped. There was no band anymore. I said, I want to keep writing songs. I'm not going to give up. All right? Because I love the band life. I didn't want actually to go solo
Yeah.
at that time.
Having a band of brothers
Everybody wants
behind
to
you.
have a band, have a band, have a band. It was really crazy. Everybody wants to form a band. So what happened then? Like Joe met the Scottish girl, I met an English girl.
Ooh.
And I ended
Man
up
moved up to
1980,
England.
1980 flying to Manchester. I was just turned 18 years
In the
old. My
80s.
parents didn't want to sign my passport because they said, if you go to UK, you will not come back. So we don't want to sign for you. But when I turned 18, the next day I did the passport.
And you left.
And
So
like
love it.
2 months after, I left the UK. And obviously I met my friend, but my intention was
To
it
stay
wa-
there.
all about music.
Music.
But when I went there, I found a totally different world from what we were
Malta and the
experiencing
80s
in
for
Malta. So in
sure.
Malta, we were experiencing all these great Maltese band, Trams, Black Train, New Quarry. There's too many to mention, you know. But back in UK, I'm walking in the street, Cherry Tree Road. I still remember it
Cherry Tree
I wrote a song about it. Cherry Tree Road. In this corner, there's a bunch of punks, you know, hanging around. The other corner, there are a bunch of mods. You know, you turn the other corner, there are
Bunch of skinheads.
skinheads. Then the Scarpy, you
Wow.
know, and what's this?
Incredible.
Said, let me. And she was explaining to me. We used to buy these magazines. I think Top of the Pops.
Top
I
of
think
the
they
Pop,
were, they were cool. And she told me, look what's happening in UK right now. And she's showing me all the. This was full of posters, and I said, wow, this is amazing. Yeah. And actually, I was lost. I said, which direction I'm going to get? I was really lost because I love music when it's good music.
Yeah.
I love it, whatever it is. If it's reggae, if it's ska, which is one of my favorites, by the way. If
Yes.
it's punk, if it's northern soul.
Music
if
is
it's,
music. If it touches your
If it's
soul,
a good
it's there.
song, it's a good song.
Exactly.
So it was like, and me, I was coming back because I couldn't stay more than 3 months in UK.
Okay.
So I had to come back to Malta
Uh-huh.
and then save up some money, do odd jobs, you know, and
And
go
go
back, you know, coming and going. And then the second time I went around, the explosion of the new romantics. New wave, new romantic. Oh my God. And you have
The
Depeche Mode,
Smiths.
Human League. First, Gary Newman started.
Gary, of course.
And
Cars.
Duran, Soft Cell, my God.
Wow.
It's-
Was this the same time as Pet Shop
I
Boys?
get shivers.
Amazing.
Pun intended, eh?
I love it.
It's true.
Was it the same time of Pet Shop Boys or those came?
No, Pet Shop Boys
Were later.
came a bit later.
Okay,
late
yeah.
80s. Late 80s. So I had to decide. I said, what I'm going to do. And I love this music. I want this music. So I scribbled songs. One was ska, the style of ska. One was pop. One was new wave. And I was still only playing the guitar at that time.
Wow.
But when I came back, this was now coming and going, you know, and late 1983, I used to hang around Quisisana area and Slema. And that time, Quisisana was like the Paceville of today.
Wow.
All the best clubs, everyone would go there, you know. There was these 3 very popular clubs. They were Stardust, Graffiti, and Caravel. And everybody, you know.
Used to hang out there.
And I used to go there like everybody else.
Grab a beer, meet some friends.
Yes. I was an avid dancer. I used to love dancing, yes.
After this, we're going to get Eric Case to show us his dance moves.
Actually, I had won a competition, a dancing competition.
Oh,
in one of the clubs, yes.
Buzz,
I still have
love
the
it.
trophy at home. But
Love it.
As a couple dance or
No,
like
no,
singing?
solo,
Okay,
solo,
solo.
What breakdown, like
No.
breakdown style or?
no, the breakdance. Breakdance came after.
So a bit more.
No, it was like
boogie, I think.
it was freestyle dance.
Okay.
Ooh,
Freestyle.
Eric Case on freestyle.
Yeah, so the dance, it wasn't with a partner. You have to go solo on the dance floor.
Love it.
Okay.
And like sing a song. I remember I chose Just Can't Get Enough from
Okay.
Depeche Mode, and that's really jumpy, you know. And even the song, it made everybody jump, you know.
Obviously.
So it was really, it was
Wow.
fun for them and fun for me, and actually I won the competition. Anyway, enough of that. So, yeah, many different experiences. But it's good to mention them, you know. Then I met the DJ at one of these clubs. He was Godwin De Bono.
Okay.
All right. Issa Godwin De Bono, he was a friend of Chris Kassar,
Nice.
who was the drummer of Abstras
Okay, all right.
in Tinye.
Yeah.
Okay, they were like practicing. But one day, Godwin, he knew I used to play the guitar. He came up to me. He told me, Eric, listen, we're forming a new band. Would you like to try and bring your guitar and try with us? I said, yeah, sure. Yeah, and again, boop, like the idea of the band, it came to me.
Yeah.
It came to me. So I said, all right, where we're going to meet? Oh, we will meet near Extend Supplies in St. Julian's. Okay, all right, I'll meet you there when? Wednesday, because at that time there was no messaging.
Phones, exactly. You just pick a time, pick a place,
Either
meet.
by word of mouth, or you
Yeah.
have to pick a telephone to talk to your friend. So we fixed it. On a Thursday, I had to go there. I took my guitar with me. I had to walk, Ġifieri, from Gżira to the Savoy. I walked all the way up to... Anyway, and I was there. And I entered the room, and there was Chris on the drums. Godwin, he was building his own synthesizer.
L-arranġa li ħna għal-mike biz.
Imagine, this is 1984. He is building his own synthesizer. He's getting parts from UK and from everywhere and building his own. And there was Sandra, who was the girlfriend of Chris at that time.
Abel Moira.
No.
Not that Chris, another
Not that
Chris.
Chris.
A new
This is Chris
Chris.
Kassar, who
Chris
was the
Kassar.
drummer of Abstras.
Abstras.
Għanna ħafna
Not Chris
Chris's.
Cicluna.
Yeah.
I never played in a band with Chris Cicluna.
Okay, all right. No, that was just your teacher.
Moira knows that. So, and Sandra, Chris's girlfriend, she had a monophonic synthesizer
Wow.
playing the bass. So when I went in, it's like new wave music discovered me. I knew about it. I wasn't yet decided what music I would choose, but the craze was really building up everywhere. Even in Tinea, there were starting to form bands like Chai 2, and who were going more electronic.
electronic.
The bands in Malta that time in Tinea,
They started
were
whipping out the
more-
pianos.
No, they were more guitar, bass, drums, and not
Till
a
this
lot
point,
of electronic involved.
Exactly, and then they
So
started actually.
we were actually the pioneers.
Wow.
The first band, I mean, there were other bands, but we were the first bands to come out with this electronic music. So what happened is another crazy story. So I went in, they were doing these melodies and Chris banging on the drums, and I got my guitar, plugged it in to the amplifier, and said, there, I try to fit my guitar notes
Yeah.
where there is space, because you need a production to a song. Yeah? And the guys, they were just playing, and I was like
Jamming out.
rhythm
You were
and
thinking
playing-
more in the ska way, sort of.
I'm picking up. I'm picking up with them because they were already building. And then I said, I like this. And we did it like a couple of more weeks. We jammed them more. And we were, after the jam session, we were like getting together. How can we improve these original? We were playing only original songs. We were not playing cover versions.
Okay, wow.
We were just doing original. And I said, how can we improve these songs? So I had an ideas on song production and notes. I was more experienced than them. So I told them, let's make a better production to the song. The bass notes, for example, the third note, don't do it. So I can strum my guitar and it will come out better, you know. And then and we built up a set of 3 very nice songs, which, in my opinion, they had potential.
Amazing. Are these songs still discoverable online?
No, we released them.
So they
in the 40th anniversary of Extend, we released an album.
So they're out there.
Actually,
People can
two
find these
albums.
songs.
But at this point, Extend does not exist
No.
officially. till
No,
now.
we didn't. No, we didn't even have Charles Daly as the singer yet.
Okay.
So it was just.
But people can
us.
still find these songs.
Yes, they can find them on an LP or CD,
Nice.
and even on online platforms.
Like, okay, so
I will
Spotify and
I will
stuff?
say the names of the songs, so they
Perfect.
would know. The first 3 songs that we wrote together, because we were all involved. We were all this time. These first 3 songs, we were all involved.
Yeah.
It was called Conclusion. Ironically, it's not a conclusion. Never came the conclusion.
Just started, but the first
Yeah.
song is Conclusion.
Conclusion. Message is the message, and can't hear you calling.
Ooh.
So what happened was, I used to work in a place at that time where Vince Fabri used to work. You know Vince
Of
Fabri,
course,
all right?
of course.
And I walked up to Vince. I told him, Vince, do you know someone who can record songs? You know, he knew, because we worked together. I used to talk to him. He knew we had
band
something going
going,
on. Something going on. Let's say that. I said, yes, go to Charles Daly in Valletta. And he gave me his number, and we rang him up. We told him, listen, we're a new band. We'd like to do some demos. And we made an appointment with him. We went to his studio, and I remember in Valletta, Hastings. You know Hastings?
Hastings, of course.
On top of Hastings, those tall buildings. He had a studio up there.
Yes.
And we went up there, and
Emmek kien hemm il-Pusew ukoll li kellu x'imkien hemm.
from Valletta as well.
Eżatt. The Valletta Gang.
Yes. So we went there, and we what we did is, when we last practiced, we recorded ourselves on a cassette tape. You know,
Okay.
these big
Yeah.
cassette tapes that they used to use for
Like the reel to reel or like cassettes?
No,
Cassettes.
cassette.
Amazing.
You press play and record,
Yes, yeah.
and you play, and
Okay,
then you
okay.
switch it off.
Literally with a
we played live to this,
with a boom
to the
box type
microphone
thing.
of this big cassette, and we took the cassette to Charles, and obviously, I mean, had a 4-track studio, which for us was something big. But for that time, there were already 16-track studios coming out, and so but for us it was a step
enough
forward.
to
start.
higher your
And
level.
he played the cassette. I said, wow, guys, this music, you know, let me tell you something. I am doing a project myself, and this music is very similar to my music. He said, do you mind if I play my music so you can hear it? And he played what he was recording. And it was really, you know, very close to what we are doing.
Oh, wow.
Actually, it blew.
Blew
We
your
all had
mind.
the same idea. No, because if we blended ours with his,
It makes sense.
will make a really original sound and very new wave and new romantic sound.
Wow.
So I said,
It's like the universe placed you two in
and
that recording studio.
let's join. Okay, all right. Well, yes, let's join. And at that time, Extend were formed.
Wow.
So it was Charles Daly, who is Extend main lead singer, who joined the last in the band. And we are
That's
still
amazing.
together, me, Charles, and Godwin.
So
Chris
who
is-
was singing before Charles?
There was no singer, I
joined.
think.
I wanted to be the singer.
Ooh.
But Chris said, you concentrate on your guitar. I like the way you play. And we'll find a singer with no instrument in his hand.
It makes sense. It gives you
because,
more of
like,
that
the image of that
freshness.
time made sense
I
as
have
well.
to give this to him. He had a vision.
Yeah.
He had a vision. I mean, if you see Duran, Simon Le Bon, he hardly gets a guitar in his
Of
hand.
course.
He's just...
You have to be the
and
front man.
Not
You have to be
Simon Le
present.
Bon now. Simon Le Bon
Back
in
then.
1984.
Of course.
All right, with Girls
You need
on
to
Film
interact,
and Rio.
exactly. You need to
he's
interact with the crowd.
Dancing and Chris had this vision. And I said... So
And then Charles
I
was
stepped
that.
back. I said, maybe he's right. Okay, so... And
trusted
Charles
his vision.
came automatically. So we found the
How
singer,
successful, no?
although Charles, he plays guitar and he plays keyboards and synthesizers and he's a producer, he's everything, you know. And-
Charles the King.
Exactly. So we came together and then we had a call from Hamroom Boy Scouts.
Random.
They were organizing a charity event. And they asked us to play in the concert. There were like 4 bands playing in the concert. And this came, I have to say the truth now, this came very, very soon. We hadn't even practiced long enough together with Charles. Charles had a lot of commitments with the studio, so he couldn't make it every time to
For
our
rehearsals.
practice place in St. Julian's.
Yeah.
So what we decided is, all right, this is a charity event. We really want to help. Okay, let's go ahead. And we do half playback and half live.
Okay.
All right, which at that time, Depeche Mode were doing it. Human
Yeah, it
League
was
were
accepted.
doing
Yes,
It was
yes,
accepted.
yes.
But here in Malta, no, I'm telling you, this is what happened after.
Oh,
so,
no.
Yeah, so
Tomatoes.
no, not to us. To the others, yes, but not to us. Our music was amazing. The people, oh my God.
It was something
When we
new,
played in the
different, I
concert,
think.
there were 4 bands. We were the last band to play. All right, so the others, they played live and they have to there, they had feedback and they had this. Anyway, well, we went there, we put the there, and we played on top of, and we sang on top of the music, and it came really nice. I said, wow, and I'm not going to mention names, but some of the other band members, they were like complaining, oh, no, they're using the tape. So what? First of all, he didn't know the reason why
Yeah.
we were doing that. And secondly, everyone was doing that
Yeah.
abroad.
Definitely.
Why not? Somebody has to start, you know.
brought it to Malta.
We could play everything live, but we weren't practice
Exactly.
well enough. And you know, our music was with a lot of sequencers. And at that time in 1984, to put up all the sequencers together,
It's hard.
No, it was a whole. It
That's
still is.
you
My
need like
image
5
at the time.
engineers.
Yeah.
How we good? Anyway, so what happened? To make it even worse for the other bands, I'm sorry to say this, there was a person. This person, he was involved in Television Malta.
Okay.
He was one of the top program producers. Ray Azzopardi. I don't know if you've
Yes,
ever
we know.
heard of him.
Yes.
And this person, he was giving a lot of exposure to Maltese talent. He had a weekly program called Arcella. And I mean, there was only television that time. Just one TV station, one radio station, no internet, nothing. So all the youths
just watching
in
it.
Malta,
Were you watching TV?
Thursday at 6 o'clock, they are there on their sofa, just watching and waiting another week to see this because it was
A good
the only
program,
thing
yeah.
very interesting for them. And he came up to us and said, you extend Thursday on my show.
My
Like that.
God.
Chup, chup. And he took us to a show. Obviously, in TV, you only play playback.
Yes,
they don't
exactly.
they don't do it live at that time because afterwards there were shows that made
That's
us. We played live. We
Aħna,
played live on
exactly.
TV later on.
Namlu alive.
So and we played this song I Can Feel, and another song called Love Me, and the audience, you know, oh my God, are these Maltese? Who are these? We never saw them. So there's a connection. So the bands in Tinien, they're all practicing and sweating and
Yeah.
in the garages and trying to break. And we, on TV, boom, we
Immediately.
exploded. And then another thing, we received a letter from a company in Sanremo. It's called Sanremo Holidays. They organized festivals
Okay.
around Italy. And the final will be, Italy is split into regions.
Yes.
Okay? And they organize festivals in every region. And every 3 winners from each festival will go to
To the
the
other region.
finalissima in Teatro Ariston in Sanremo, imagine.
Wow.
Teatro Rosso, where the, and we got a letter from this, if we want to participate. I said, of course we want to.
That's amazing.
Okay, so you, Mela, then we had to go to Malta to make a foreign phone
Foreign
call.
call.
Lello.
Because it was like that. Ciao, signore. He was impresario, so I don't know what the word in English. Like
Like the person in charge.
Artistic
Director.
director. I said, sì, tu maltese andiamo vado a Sicilia per eliminatoria. Okay, so they gave us the date. We had to go to Sicily for the elimination round. And obviously, this is not Italy, it's Sicily.
Yeah.
Who didn't even speak any English at that time.
Oh my God.
Nothing. I mean, the young ones, they knew about like new romantics and what's happening in Europe, because slowly, even after that, there was the resurgence of Italo disco.
Yes, Pino.
An amazing period.
Yeah.
Anyway, so there was network one of radio DJ 105, but they came after. So when we went to Sicily, I mean, speaking in English, we dressed up, all in makeup. We had to make an impact. So we put makeup on, eyeliner, and we dressed really nice, And we went on stage, we performed this song, and boom, explosion, man. Everybody jumping. We came off the stage because only one song you have to perform for the festival. And then they announced the winners. Obviously, we came first. And the first three, we came back to Malta. We knew we had to go back to Sanremo for the Finalissima. And this is what happened. We prepared, we will go there, we got more new, nice clothes. Anyway, so we were really prepared for it. So this is a big break
of course.
For a Maltese band. This was a big opportunity,
Amazing.
So we went to Sanremo, and we played, and then they announced the winners, and we were one of the winners.
Wow.
In this festival, and oh my God, we won a festival in Sanremo, man, come on. But before that, this one, the Flavio Meralia, his name was.
Flavio Melania.
And who is he? This guy.
He's the director. Of
okay, you remember the name of the person
yes.
contacting.
He told me, extend, not extend. Extend. Dovrebbe fare un nome d'arte. Tutti, nome d'arte.
Nice.
Charlie, Dalli. No, Dalli. No.
You need
Cambia.
names.
Tu, Chris Mold, buono. Tu, Godwin, buono. Tu, Eric Ace. Perfetto. Bravo. Okay. Vai.
Where did the ace come from?
Ace came from when my baptism certificate is Eric, Anthony, A, Charles, C, Emmanuel, E, A-C-E. So that's Eric Ace. That's where it came from, Eric Ace.
Taiba,
All my names in the baptism certificate.
Wow.
I realized after that, Julian.
But
and to make sure, I contacted the parish priest in Xira. I told him, do you still have a copy of my birth
to make sure
certificate?
it's...
He said, yes, we keep all the records. And he sent it to me. Oh, it's true.
Eric Ace.
So it's true.
Love
That's why.
So you were saying this before you actually confirmed that this was your little real baptism name.
What do you mean?
Yeah, tipo...
you were saying
you were saying
Eric
Ace before you...
Yes. No, I knew it was
okay. Yes.
Anthony Charles Emmanuel, but to make sure...
Yes, you had to confirm.
I wanted a real copy, stamped from the...
And the stamp of the name.
Confirmed that his artist name is now Eric Ace.
And then, after what happened with the festival, when we came back, we found the newspaper guys waiting for us at the airport, taking photographs.
Wow.
And then the headlines, first Maltese band to achieve notable success abroad.
And I am very curious.
We were the first band to win a festival abroad.
Amazing.
Actually. And then I said, oh, wow, this is really growing beyond us. beyond us, man. We couldn't. I mean, what's happening to us? So we had to get a manager to handle a lot of other things. Then he started a fan club, and then he started taking the bookings for our shows. And then we started. Then we organized. We said, all right, now we go beyond. Let's do something which no one ever did. We're going to make a music video.
That's what I was curious
A
about.
music
Exactly.
video. We did a music video for I Can Feel.
Which was already amazing.
After
yeah?
we won the festival with I Can Feel, which is composed by Charles Dudley.
Yeah.
We had to make a video, to promote the song, because we had to release it as a single. It was our first vinyl release. In 1985 we released
Wow.
it. And
It was a single, right?
a single,
A
yes,
single.
a single. But then we said, we want to make an album. And by the time we made the album, I contributed my first original songs, fully written by myself, which I'm happy to say, until this day, these songs, they're still, they still mention and about them. And one was called
Amazing.
Midnight Sun,
Midnight Sun.
and the other, it was called, Midnight Sun and Deadly Dreams, the first one.
You have a lawsuit, Malak, here. Midnight Sun, Zara Larson just stole your song.
It's a name, it's fine. If
Yeah,
it's
la,
like
la, la.
lyrics or like the melody and these things.
Actually, it wasn't called Midnight Sun. It was called, in the beginning, Sun Over Saigon.
Ooh.
Sun Over Saigon, which was
Interesting.
like more exciting. But when I came to record it, to give it to Charles to sing it, I completely transformed the song into something else. But
Became
Midnight Sun is like my first hit.
Wow.
To go back to I Can Feel. So when I was doing my thesis on like, I did it on researching 50 years of music videos on the island.
Wow.
And if you don't consider the music videos of Eurovision, I Can Feel is the first independent music video
Yes, it is.
that came from our island. So
Amazing.
that's like
And a
something
year
else
after,
as
we
well.
went beyond that.
Mala.
We took a plane. We landed in Rome. We hired a bus. We got a crew with us apart from the band. We had a makeup artist, sound engineer, cameraman, producer, bus driver. We were like 12 together. And we hired a bus from Rome, and we started shooting in every stop we made. So from Rome, we ended up in Genova. We shot in Genova. From Genova, we went back to Sanremo because we had to perform again. Since we won the festival the year before, we were invited to perform
next
again as
year.
guests, as the winners of last year.
Wow.
You know how they do
Exactly.
it.
Yes,
They always bring the winner of
And
last year.
this music video is for which song?
As I'm telling you, because it's not only one song.
Oh, wow. Okay.
We did an extended tour. All right, there was like 7 songs involved. And then I said, we're not going to stop here in Sanremo. We're very close to Monte Carlo, Monaco. It's only 1 hour away from Sanremo to
Yeah.
Monaco. So we crossed the border in France. And then,
Crazy.
because first to reach Monaco, you have to go to Menton.
Exactly.
So Sanremo, Ventimiglia, Menton, and then Monaco. So in Monaco, imagine Monaco in the 80s. It still is, but that time it was the richest city in Europe.
Wow.
Even the underground is full of marble. With marble, the underground. And the telephones, gold plated, man. the public telephones. This is
Crazy.
1984. What is this place? So super yachts, helicopters. man.
Amazing.
My God, let's shoot. And the crew, they were like this.
And you're shooting with reel here.
Huh?
With reel you're shooting. Like
Mela,
film.
with the
With the
handheld
big one,
camera,
exactly.
like on his shoulder, and he's going down. Oh my God, we almost killed him.
Incredible. And this video is still out there. We can see it.
Yes,
Nice.
It's on YouTube.
It's called Extend on Tour.
Nice.
It was out. So I'll tell you what we did afterwards. Then we said, all right, Mala, now we're in France. Let's go to Paris. The driver said, what? Paris? That's one day. I said, well, we will sleep in the bus and you drive. Drove up to Paris.
Wow.
Then, this is where trouble chased us. We arrived early in the morning, Champs de Mars. You know, Champs de
Okay.
Mars is the green
The green area near the
area
Eiffel
in front
Tower.
of the Eiffel Tower. We went on the green, he put I put the microphone, the guitar, and that one with the bass, and just there. And then one, he put the speaker for the sound, that one with the camera, put it in the stand, and we're filming and jumping around. I can feel Boys of Tomorrow, you know, Midnight Sun, Nightmares. And
They're doing all the tracks, basically.
Oh
We're
my
doing a lot
God.
of shots of different songs. So then when they edit, they put one shot of Midnight Sun in Paris,
Crazy.
one shot of Boys of Tomorrow in Monte Carlo, and then in Rome, Colosseum, and then in Genoa, and then Sanremo.
Nice.
Crazy idea, but it was a first. So, but what happened was while we were filming, we had police sirens going around
Oh,
us,
no.
and they stopped. And they came on top of us. They came to us and said, "Autorisation, autorisation." I said, we knew what the word was, you know, because
Authorization. yeah.
exactly. And we looked at each other, and Charles said, "Don't speak a word in English, Italian or French, Maltese only." And we're talking in Maltese to each other. I said, and these guys, they're looking at each other. And we can understand what they're, what are they speaking?
Oh my God.
And, autorisation, autorisation, blah, 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 non si può, blah, 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 you know, the
Well, in
French.
French, yeah.
Bucket.
مش هتنفهم مش هتنفهم. But then this one of the guys, he called a policeman. He was a Tunisian Parisian, and he could understand half of the
Of
words
what
we
you're
were
saying.
Oh no.
Oh, خف خالك صاحبي ما stax. تفيلم يا ملاك باريجي ليه.
Oh wow.
Oh, okay, all right. But
You already did what you had to do.
You have to go. Oh, all right, let's.
Back
We
and
pretended that we were going. Say, I know what you're doing. Say, I'm going to go around Champs de Mars, Eiffel Tower, Arc de Triomphe, and come back. By the time I'm back, you will disappear. I said, okay, all right, that will take him like another 30 minutes with the traffic. Okay, all right, sir, we're going to take everything. And he left. When they left, we continued filming quickly the last shots, you know.
Oh my God.
And then when he came back, we were ready. Hello. It was a crazy story. And
Extend on tour. Go see
Yeah.
this out on YouTube.
Oh,
This is
my
incredible.
Yes,
Voice of
you have to
Tomorrow,
see. And
there's the music video.
Then we
There are the
brought
shots.
all the filming back to Malta. They edited, and they made a 30-minute extend on tour video with it.
Amazing.
We also, apart from the 30-minute extend on tour video, they managed to do 2 music videos separately. One for Boys of Tomorrow, and one for Maybe For You. That's another song.
Amazing.
So when we came back, imagine now, we gave them to the television station, and they were showing Extend in Paris, in Rome, in Monte Carlo.
Something big for Malta.
And the bands, what the hell? Who are these, man? You know,
Wow.
things were... We
Incredible.
worked for it. We worked hard
Yes.
for it. But the ideas kept coming, and luck was on our side, to be honest.
Youth was on your side as well. I mean,
and
you
then
had
I said,
nothing to lose.
now we have to go to UK to buy clothes from UK to be trendy, like Duran Duran
Wow.
and Human League, and do a makeup like them, and do the haircuts, and dye our hair and purple and
And then from
not
the-
green.
Because there's Myles here helping us.
I never made green. But I did purple, I did burgundy, I did sort of pink, but anyway. So we said,
So then you had an amazing 45 years of extend. And
this
even-
was only the first 2
'Cause-
years.
Yes,
Exactly.
because we'll take till tomorrow if we stay
yes,
talking.
and-
As in we
and
should
listen,
do one
so-
on extend,
So
obviously.
all
but
this was
maybe in the
to
future.
explain how I got my name.
Yes, exactly.
Oh my God.
Crazy.
So-
But obviously, after Extends, you had such a journey with them that it must have been hard to go into your solo career. Because now, obviously, you just released an album.
Exactly what you were saying. when I came back in 1984, before I joined Extend, again the solo thing, I had already the songs ready, but were in English this time, not in Maltese. They were they were there, and when this happened, Godwin asked me to join the band. I said, and I saw that things are working really well. I said, Mala, what I worked, I'm going to give it to the band. Give
Yes,
all
yeah.
my best to everybody gave his best. So I gave everything I had built from before to the band.
The band.
So all I had was I'm giving all my music, all my time, all my energy, everything to the band. And 42 years passed. And now I said to myself, this year is the 50th anniversary. If I'm not going to do
Something
a
for
solo
yourself,
album now,
you're never gonna
I'm
do it.
never going to do it. So, but it also came as a coincidence. It was always in my mind, but I never had the time. Because every time I wasn't even thinking of it. Every time I just dedicated everything to Extend.
Extend.
Everything I do, I write a new song, I give like to the band, sometimes by myself, sometimes with Charles, we make a song together. But what happened was, I had a friend. We've been friends like for 16 years, I think, or something like that. And he's a producer. He's not Maltese. He lives in Slovenia. His name is Andre. Say hi to Andre from here. And he was, this Andre, every year, he has a connection in Malta because they call him over to produce Earth Garden, for example, to do a show there, to do MFCC or to MCC in Valletta. They
Because
have
he's a
shows.
sound mixer as well.
Okay, amazing.
It's a sound mixer, and he's very into it. And he was here. This was last year, and he called me, Eric. Hi, Eric, I'm here. We want to go for a coffee. I said, no, you come. I'll make you a nice coffee in my place because I prefer to come to him.
Exactly.
And he came and I said, we're talking some, and he mentioned, he said, because the year before we had produced the Extend 40th anniversary
Exactly.
LP and the Extend 40th anniversary part 2, 2 LPs. In the middle, we released a 12-inch with 4 songs,
Remix.
Wow.
remixes. So that was in a span of 11 months, we released 3 LPs. Imagine. I said, Eric, I heard what you did. Amazing. I saw the artwork. I heard the songs. They're a collection of our like fan
Best
favorite
hits, yeah.
songs. Not exactly the fan favorite. We stuck to what the fans really wanted. I said, I would love someday to produce some of your songs, he said. He's talking about Extend. And me, I said, listen, I have an idea. I'm experimenting on a song. Would you like to we try
together on it?
work together on it? He said, yeah, when you want to? Tomorrow. Okay. All right.
Amazing.
He had all the stuff together with him. And he came the next day. He did the setup, like maybe 30 minutes, tuk. I have everything in my place. I have the synthesizers, the guitars, I have microphone, I have everything. And he said, all right, let's start.
And you did it all.
And I recorded Shivers in 5 hours.
Wow.
While I was recording, I was scrubbing the words because the words were meant for something else.
So you fine-tuned it.
I fine-tuned it, yes. But the music, and I did it in 5 hours. And after I sang it, he said, Eric, wow, this is really nice. I like it. He said, well, I'm going to take it with me to Slovenia and
Produce
master it
properly.
in
Yeah.
my studio in Slovenia. They have a company with a lot of studios there. And so what I did on Shivers, I did all the keyboards, all the bass synthesizer, and all the guitars. I did 3 different guitars on
Amazing.
Shivers. I sang on it. I did the backing vocals. I did completely everything. But when he took it, he was playing it, like studying it, to see what to equalize and the technical stuff, which I'm not really bothered about. And there was a guy. He was with him in the studio. And this guy, I told him, what's this? What's this song? He said, oh, it's an artist from Malta. He's going to make an experiment. Oh, I like it. He said, I want to play the bass on it, bass guitar, because I didn't have bass guitar. And he played the bass guitar. This is what Andre is telling me. And then, like after a week, he mixed it and he sent it to me. Actually, Luke was one of the first people to hear the first six when he came to my place, and it was really nice. Even the bass guitar. I don't know what happened to my bass. He said, we don't like it. No, I said I love it, but what happened? What changed? He said, well, my friend, the one who plays in Vienna Philharmonic Orchestra, is the bass of Vienna.
Came and he wanted to play bass on it.
He played the bass on it, and that's the result. I said, wow, it's amazing. Yeah?
Crazy.
I said, I'll give him credit. No, he doesn't want credit, he said. He doesn't want credit because his contract is with the orchestra. Is not to do odd jobs.
But this is amazing. So you have all of this engulfed in your new album that you also just released on LP.
Yes.
So incredible. And
people actually, Silvers this week is #1 in the top charts of Malta.
Eric Ace in the top one.
I'm really happy with
and it's a full album because he's only talking on Shivers right now. But the process then Andre came back. They recorded all the other tracks.
That's crazy.
It was a whole process.
So people can find this album in any record store in Malta?
Yes, not any record store. One particular record store in Valletta, a very well-renowned record store, and obviously from myself. And they can also hear it or buy it from Spotify and media platforms.
Yes.
Amazing.
Yes.
Well, and what's the name of the album?
It's called Spin-Off.
Spin-off to Eric Ace.
And there is a meaning for spin-off as well.
A spin-off from a band to solo?
You know what the word spin-off means. You have the Avengers movies.
Okay. And the spin-off.
There is Thor, there is Captain
one of
America,
the
there is, so when there is a movie of...
one of the particular characters, that's
Hulk,
a spin-off.
for example, that's a spin-off from Avengers.
I love it.
So I'm a spin-off from Extend.
I love it.
I still have the heart of Extend
course, and you're still
in the name of the album.
This is your spin-off, this is your time.
Yeah. So finally I came to launch my solo album.
Amazing.
And thanks to Luke and Myles for doing a
one record,
video for Shivers,
wow,
which is still spiraling on the social media at the moment. 141 Records, who helped me a lot with the logistics,
the process and everything.
To bring
so
the
make
LP.
sure that you check out Spin-Off of Eric Ace. I mean, this is an album that is a fresh
That is a limited
release.
edition. It's important to mention that on vinyl it's only 100 copies.
Now there's 50 left.
So make sure you go grab your copy.
Already 50 gone.
That's amazing.
Yeah, exactly halfway through.
Well, you have been through one hell of a journey, and it's definitely not ending there. We're excited to see what happens next after Spin-Off. But first and foremost, thank you so much for joining us and sharing your story with us and all of the listeners. It has been amazing.
It's a very pleasure for me to be here sharing all my stories.
We have to do a part 2 with Eric.
Not all of them, actually.
Exactly, we have to do a part 2 with you, Ashan. You have a lot more. But for now...
50 years and more, actually.
Exactly.
So, to
part
fit
2
it
coming,
in an hour
guys.
and a half.
Don't worry.
Part 2 coming in many ways.
Yes, amazing. But for now, this has been...
That's a small hint to your audience.
Ooh.
we can conclude maybe with what's the plan now for Eric?
What's next
what's
after
next
Spin-Off?
for Eric now from this point?
No rest for the wicked.
No rest for the wicked, never.
So I have a few surprises coming up.
Keep an eye on Eric.
Yes.
Keep an eye on
And it's
Eric.
not going to take me another 50 years.
Exactly. Hell no. Now and now only. Amazing. Thank you so much, Eric. This has been Eric Ace with Jeanine and Luke on The Last Ones.
Thank you, guys.